Hey players, for the past few days I've been battling with a question I just can't grip my mind around, and it's been affecting every single aspect of my life, from the way I handle things to the way I want to handle things. I'd consider myself a man of many stories, and as time goes on I tend to repeat those stories to new people. And after a while I no longer feel like I'm being myself. I feel like I'm being a projection of what I want the viewer to see me as. But how am I not myself? How am I not myself? How am I not myself? Is it possible for us to not be ourselves? So then why am I, much like so many people out there, faced with this burden that sometimes we just don't feel like we're being our true selves? Hold on, what is our true self? Is it a concoction of all the lived and learned experiences that we've had over time? Or does it lean more towards how we feel in the present moment, given the circumstances surrounding us? So if I'm with my friends, I get this feeling of less restriction in the sense that I can just do and say what I want. But when it comes to things like parents and co-workers or even random strangers on the street, I may be a little bit more reserved simply because I just feel that that's how you should act. Is one more my truer self than the other? So many questions. How am I not myself? Do I tell stories to act as a mask, maybe to hide other things in my life? And that leads to the question as to whether or not the shell that I've created of myself is the real me or just the me I want people to perceive. What's real then? At this point I feel like I can't stand on any solid ground and make a claim as to what that is. My vocal tone, my body language is all crafted for the viewer. So which Josh out there can I point to and say that's the real me, that's the me I see inside? Honestly, I don't think there's a real answer. How am I not myself? How am I myself? Wait. To be my own self means that I'm detached from all the other selves out there. And if I'm not detached, that means I'm part of a collective self that everyone else is as well. Is this what I'm considering as to be myself? I need to cut that piece out of my brain that makes me believe my thoughts are completely isolated. No, I am not responsible for the thoughts and actions of everyone else, but I am a part of it. The term myself simply detaches you from the world, and the moment you start thinking like that, you become powerless. So I guess the answer to how am I not myself would be because I'm not. Like this video if you've ever questioned your existence and are okay with not having a definite answer. Leave a comment letting me know. Have you ever felt like there was a time and place where you just weren't being yourself? And subscribe to the channel as we try to answer these tough questions. Philosophy, self-help, relationships, and more. As always guys, love and peace. So there was this girl in high school that I was completely obsessed with that I nicknamed Foot Fetish. It's a long story. Hi, I'm the Josh. Why do they call me the Josh? Because I'm the only Josh that matters. Why did you choose to wear those rings on those fingers? Did you know in ancient times people used to wear rings on certain fingers to worship a certain god? How am I not myself?